Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 125. China controls 65% of global hash rate, Africa's first stablecoin, and Binance.us to list 18 more coins. Guys, now, if you're catching this stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking, especially if you're catching the replay for this. If you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description, guys. Now, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great time tonight. Middle of the week, so again, just a couple more days before the weekend. Remember, guys, no stream tomorrow. I'm going to be off. I have my company's Christmas party, and then no stream also on Friday, right? I'm celebrating my wife's birthday. So yeah, now that we talked about all that, let's get on with the segment that we usually do the news on, right? So let's move on to that screen. There we go. Awesome, guys. I'm trying to see how I can preload some of the stuff here. So so that I can but it's not letting me preload anything. So again, I want stuff to play previously, so when I send it through, it's just smoother, right? And but it's not really playing, man. So again, it doesn't allow me to preview media. Anyways, let's jump on to the news, right? Anyways, speaking at Elevate Con in Las Vegas on December 10th, Majority Leader of the California State Assembly, Ian Calderon, discussed plans to bring greater legal certainty for blockchain technology to the state of California. Now, California is the most populous of the United States, with about 40 million residents. Calderon explained that the government plays a huge role in the future of the blockchain industry. We need to create consumer confidence to let people know that this industry is safe. Government regulation provides that. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit down. 1 second. There we go. Sorry, back. On February 15, 2018, Calderon introduced Assembly Bill 2658 to provide legal assurance around the uses of blockchain technology. Bill 2658 is tasked with researching and providing documentation on blockchain potential uses, risks, and benefits to state governments and businesses. Now, more importantly, the bill established a working group under the California Government Operations Agency, or GovOps. The group, which is comprised of individuals interested in advancing blockchain, is expected to issue a detailed report to the California State Legislature next year. Now, the working group is creating legislations to establish best uses, practices, and regulations of blockchain in California. And Calderon is also stating that they plan to write a report and provide this to the state legislature to craft policy around blockchain. Now, while the report is due on July 1st, 2020, Calderon mentions that to bring forward a piece of policy that encapsulates what the working group activities, encapsulates what the working group's activities by the end of January of next year. Now, he goes on to say that we need to get at least a definition on the books to provide information on what we call blockchain, how we define it, and what use cases as a state are we willing to venture into. The Assembly Bill 2658 currently describes blockchain as a mathematically secured, chronological, and decentralized ledger or database. Now, the working group recently came up with a new definition, stating that blockchain technology is used to build decentralized systems that increase the verifiability of data shared amongst a group of participants, which brings increased trust to the overall system. Although a detailed report will be submitted to the state legislature on July 1st of next year, Calderon noted that it will be too late in terms of getting legislation passed by next year. Now, at the end of his keynote, Calderon made a point to encourage everyone interested in blockchain to join the working group, noting that it is open to the general public. He actually says, "Don't be afraid of government involvement. Engage with the government. We are the ones making decisions." Hey, Caesar, how's it going, man? Thanks for being here. Yeah, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell, man. But yeah, happy Wednesday, man. Yeah, like I was saying, engage with the government, right? We're the ones making the decisions, and we still don't know exactly what we're talking about since it's a complicated technology. This is why we need as much engagement in California as possible, right? That's what Calderon is stating. He also goes on to state that there is an entire process a bill must move through before getting drafted into legislation. One second. A friend of yours works at a crypto hedge fund. That's amazing, man. That's pretty cool. Which one? The earliest possible implementation date on blockchain-related policy would be January 1st, 2022. At this rate, which is a huge concern because there will already be a lot of movement happening in the space. That's what Calderon explained. Blockwell. Oh, cool, man. Blockwall. Okay, cool. I don't know that one. Hey, Shippish Buffalo. How's it going, man? Yeah, how's life, man? You said, Shippish Buffalo, remind me, though. I think you said you were from Thailand, right? Caesar, no, I have not heard about it. Is it any good though? In Calderon words, right? Yeah, Thailand, awesome, man. Yeah, it's also a bit cold here in Mexico City right now. Probably below the 20s. Maybe around the 15s or something like that. Yeah, it's quite fresh right now. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I will. Thanks, sir. Yeah, we'll check their videos, man. Anyways, Calderon goes on to say that we want to learn from the mistakes made from other states that have drafted legislation for blockchain and make well-informed decisions to come up with legislation that works best for California. We want consumers' protection to be implemented on a state level, which only comes through regulation. We eventually want to create something that will work on a national basis. I'm excited about blockchain technology and where it will be moving forward. That's for this one article. I do believe that's interesting that they are coming with legislation, or they're trying to come up with a frame for legislation to go through, particularly for California. California's pro-tech, right? That's where Silicon Valley is again. So it's just natural that they're going to try to adopt this technology instead of resist it. However, what the timeframes that he's mentioning are true. If he goes until 2022 for legislation, it will be too late. They need to move this quickly as there's other countries that are jumping on this, and the US will probably miss on this opportunity, right? Caesar saying very interesting use cases. Same with VeChain. If you know about that one. Yeah, I know about VeChain. We actually looked at VeChain the other day. Let's move on to the next article. Yeah. Miners in China control 66% of global hash rate, according to a report by digital asset manager CoinShares. Now, Chris Bendixson, the firm's head of research, said that the Chinese share of hash rate, up from 60% in June, is the highest recorded by CoinShares since it began tracking hash rate nearly 2 years ago. What's my call on VeChain? Yeah, once we'll do analysis after the news, Caesar. So if you stick with us, usually I run through the news segment, and then I do analysis, and I usually go Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Binance, and then after that I will take your requests. So since you already mentioned VeChain, I will look at VeChain right after I finish Binance, just so that I don't mess with the flow of the stream. But yeah, I will definitely check it out, brother. No, don't worry. All right. Anyways, up 60% in June is the highest recorded by CoinShares since it began tracking hash rate nearly 2 years ago. Now, the gains may be due to their greater development of more advanced mining gear. Chinese companies such as Bitmain and MicroBT are among the world's biggest manufacturers of Bitcoin mining gear. Now, Bendixson said that this is beneficial to the Chinese mining industry. If you're the first to increase your proportion of the hash rate, you can do that before your competition. It's generally good, right? Again, 66% of fiat into Bitcoin ends up in Chinese miners and electric companies. Yeah, but again, remember, Bitcoin is susceptible to a 51% attack. So if you have a lot of that hash rate, a lot of that computing power happening in China, they can start controlling which operations go through and which operations get denied, right? That is one of the problems that I see with this, and the Chinese having so much control over Bitcoin mining, right? Again, that's why it's going to be good when the U.S. launches their new facility in Texas, not the one from Bitmain, but the other one, the one that they're launching, the one that's going to be 100% U.S. based, because that one, the crypto is probably going to stay in the U.S. The one from China, they're probably going to mine the crypto in the U.S. and send it back to China, but the one that the U.S. is making, it's going to be huge, man. It's going to be like a 1 gigawatt plant, and they're going to open with like 300,000 megawatts or something like that. So it's going to be, I think, the largest plant in the world by the time it's built. And it's going to run on solar and aeolic. So it's going to be interesting to see how self-sustainable it is, how quickly they get their return on investment, for sure, right? Anyway, 60% of Bitcoin ends up in Chinese miners. Yeah, I do agree with that, though. Chinese mining power might start to go down in some regions, though, because they depend on hydraulic power, and they're passing rainy seasons, right? Yeah, the one that it's in, the hydro one in Russia is next to, I think it was an aluminum smelter plant that they built, but you can actually rent space within to do the mining. Yeah, I think it was one of the Rusal plants, the old Rusal plants. Anyways, let's move on to the next article. Ripple launches Xspring IO with wallet and brings more updates. Now, Ripple announced a developer portal as well as a number of updates and additions to their Xspring, XRP ledger, Inner Ledger, and their blog. This is part of their efforts to build the developer initiative Xspring. Now, as per Ripple, the announcement changes include Xspring.io, a new developer portal which comes with a wallet for easier creation and management of account credentials and viewing balances and transaction history. It is also meant to be a central hub for developers as it houses tools, all Xspring services are and documentation that help enable payments in developers' products and apps. Ripple says that the wallet supports ads coming in. Ripple says that the wallet supports the XRP testnet already, and that is the foundation of the functionalities and features that will launch in 2020. Now, I'm going to reload this real quick again, guys. Getting new playlist to go on. There we go. Xspring SDK, software development kit, right? Besides Java, JavaScript, and Swift already in the suite, the new version now supports popular programming languages as Go and Python, meant to make it easier to add money to apps regardless of the platform and the language a developer uses. Also to make it easier for exchanges and wallet developers to submit and verify transactions on XRP Ledger. Ripple says that the Xspring SDK now supports transaction submissions on XRP DevNet and Testnet as the first major digital asset ledger to offer fast finality and confirmation. This is not available on Bitcoin or Ethereum. That is being stated by Ripple, adding that with it, blockchain and crypto are placed at a parity with consumer experience of traditional finance. Sorry, it's the same comment that you placed a couple minutes ago. Sorry, I thought you had something else. You can keep on developing on the topic. I'll just keep on going through the news and come back to address the chat as I keep on going through. So, I mean, we can still talk about the mining capacities of the plants, but I'll keep on moving through the news, and we can keep on discussing as we move along. Anyways, the XRP Ledger also, version 1.4.0 is available on XRP testnet and mainnet, which comes with support for deletable accounts, enabling users to delete XRP Ledger accounts and recover up to 15 XRP of their base reserve. Remember, wallets had to have 20 XRP as base reserve. Apparently going to be able to recover 15 once you cancel or delete the accounts. Additionally, support for StatsD, a drop-in monitoring solution that server operators can use to monitor the health of their servers, has been improved, while a prototype of native support for open source universal RPC or remote procedure call framework that helps developers access their XRP Ledger core protocol called GRCP is under review and may be included on the XRP Ledger beta version of 1.5.0 on XRP DevNet. Now, Xspring blog, a native blog which supports web monetization, is launched for content about new products, partnerships, use cases, community events, and developer profiles. Now, I do believe that is pretty cool. Again, Ripple is still innovating, still coming up with updates that are working for their products, right? Again, making it easier to drive up adoption, making it easier for developers to keep on programming, to drive up more stuff, development for their own ledger, right? So again, Ripple doing really, really nice stuff, man. I'm happy with what they're doing. I do believe in their project long term. I do like all cryptos. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm pro Ripple, but I like all cryptos. I do believe they all have a use case. Let's just say I'm more bullish on Ripple or an XRP because of what the company is doing behind it, right? And what they're driving and aiming to do. Now, let's go on to the next article, right? Binance news. Binance US announced that it was exploring new additions to its trading catalog. According to a statement on the crypto exchange platform, it's considering to add 18 new tokens to the 19 already listed on Binance US. These new tokens under consideration include Tron, Tesos, NIM, Omise Go, Anthology, Icon, Engine, right? So again, adding more tokens, trying to get into that fight with the other exchanges about offering more a selection or to their users, right? Having them be able to take on more coins or different coins. That is going to be pretty good. Anyways, at the moment, the crypto momentum in Africa doesn't seem to die down. Startups are leveraging blockchain and decentralized ledger technology to create novel applications that will change the future of finance on the African continent. Now, Africa Stablecoin is the brainchild of Ghana-based cross-border money transfer startup BitSika, and it got enrolled in the Binance Labs incubation program earlier this year. BitSika CEO Atsu Davo even met Jack Dorsey when Dorsey was on his trip to Ghana. Now, the Africa stablecoin is going to be called ABCD. It's a cryptographic token that is issued by a trust company, ABCD Collective. It's strategically pegged one-to-one to a real-world asset, or a fiat currency, which is the Nigerian Naira. And 3, it's built on the Binance Chain network, a Byzantine fault-tolerant and proof-of-stake consensus network via its token issuance model. Now, the Africa stablecoins, ABCD, are created at the time of withdrawal from ABCD Collective and redeemed or destroyed at the time of deposit back. Many people have, this is what they're saying, right? Many people have a hard time differentiating cryptocurrencies and knowing their actual value in their local currency. There are a lot of digital currencies backed by the US dollar. We have seen how well they do. Project founder Atsu feels that the Naira stablecoin has a lot more usage than allowing users to purchase crypto with their local currencies. But he feels that they also need cryptocurrencies that are compatible with African national currencies. People can easily acquire US dollars, but still choose to spend their local currencies. This illustrates the power of familiarity, which is what they're aiming for. Now, to ensure trust around ABCD's usage, issuer ABCD Collective funds will be audited by an independent certified public accountant at the end of every month. So again, having some accountability is certainly going to give some peace of mind to people. So yeah, I do believe that this is going to be important for Africa. Jack Dorsey says that the future of crypto is in Africa. I do believe that developing countries do have the best chance at growing with this market and moving along, right? Now, Binance has unveiled the first collectible in its 6-part holiday NFT giveaway. According to the recent announcement, the first Binance NFT is the Ho Ho Hodl Binance Collectible Series 1, which is an ERC 1155 token. Now, in order to receive a holiday collectible, participants must send at least 0.1 Binance to a non-Binance.com BP2 compatible wallet. Additionally, participants must retweet or share on social media with hashtag Binance Collectibles and fill out a form. Now, the promotion is going to run from 8 a.m. EST on December 10th to 8 a.m. EST on December 13th. The Ho Ho Hodl NFTs will be minted and sent out 14 days after the event ends. Now, this is just a collectible token. I do believe it's interesting. It's going to be a non-fungible token, so again, you're not going to be able to trade or do much with it. But again, it's nice that they're coming out with all these nice ideas for people to engage a little bit more with crypto. Certainly, everyone that has a collective aspect to them is probably going to try to get their hands on some of these tokens, right? Now, that's it for the news. We're going to move on to the technicals. Let me set up this, and I'll be right back, right? We are back, and I do have audio. Awesome. Yeah, cool, man. Let's jump onto the technicals. What is happening with the crypto market? All right, cool. So yesterday, right? Let's see. This is yesterday. Yes, December 11th. Awesome. Opening at $191.21 billion, closing at $190.76 billion, a $310 million move to the downside, or 0.16%. Right now, still moving down. Sitting at $189.20 billion, a $1.56 billion move to the downside, or 0.82%. Again, money flowing out of the cryptosphere, not surprised. Week around at 20 MA. We're still within this triangle structure. The other thing I've seen now is that I can certainly now probably go here, right, and get these touch points. 1, 2, 3. They'll adjust a little bit the triangle. Still within it though. Just got better touch points for it, and we were waiting for something like this to happen. Again, we got to the bottom, reject, and we're gonna try to bounce to the upside, right? That's it for dominance. Let's go and look at Bitcoin. That's it for market cap. Sorry. Let's go look at Bitcoin dominance, and from there we'll jump onto price of Bitcoin, etc. Right? Bitcoin dominance opening at 69.19, closing at 69.23, a 0.7 move to the upside, or 0.10% actually from the prior day, right? Right now still moving up, 69.25, a 0.04% move to the upside. Bitcoin sitting at $7,153.75. What is happening with Bitcoin on the daily, man? Still moving down, right? We kind of talked about this divergence developed, right? Hidden bearish. Price action to the downside. We have not found our end yet. Well, now we did fall below this 7,200. We were talking about it yesterday. Rejecting the 20 MA 2 days ago again, so bearish, a little bit bearish feeling. Nothing else developing, man. We're just sitting sold on the RSI at 37.23. Positive momentum dying out. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing on the daily. The daily just moves much slower than anything else, so we're gonna jump onto the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, we had divergence back here, right? On the 8th, we called it out. Price action to the downside. We have been dropping since. Below that 20 MA right now, we try to jump, touch that, and rejecting prices near that 20 MA. So again, a bearish feeling, sitting right now below still 7,199 at 7,153, right? That's what we called. So we're back within this range. We said we could have some support around this area, around here, right? And look, we bounced off this prior old support we have traced, which is 7,075. We actually touched that and bounced back. Yeah, let's see, Caesar, is there a kind of blockchain index actually, or a crypto index? Yes. I'm not sure what you mean by a crypto index, like a crypto index fund. Let me know if you're talking about it like an index fund or something. So, okay, cool. Moving down, right? Now, what is happening? We're going to a lower low right now. You're going to be able to see this in a second, right? We're going to a lower low. We're making less negative momentum within this island, right? Again, creating that that strong bullish divergence right now within the island still. You don't have it on the RSI, right? Sitting sold at 31.41. But again, you do have it here. Maybe you do have it in this last part, right? That will be maybe from here to here. I'll just trace it out here, but it will be touching this 2 wicks, right? And then you would have it here, right, going up slightly, and then you would also have it here. Yeah, like the German index, for example. Very new to this, haven't bought any yet. Want to get into it over the Christmas holidays. Okay, cool. There is this thing called the Santa Rally, which usually happens on December. There is a crypto fund. I can't remember the name right now. I covered it a couple days ago on the news. It's GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. That's the one. I'll type it out on the chat for you. Actually, just give me 1 second. That's the one. It enables investors to gain exposure, right? You can check them out online. They have a website. It's a Bitcoin Trust. Just check them out after the stream. Stick with us. We have important stuff to talk about. Right, man. So what else is happening here, man? Okay, cool. So we had divergence, potential price action to the upside. This is still on developing. Again, don't get me wrong. This I'll just place there. This is still on developing. Again, we do have it on the RSI, on the MACD, a little bit longer. But again, we might see a little bit of stoppage again, or this might still develop a lot more. So again, just watch out for this, man. We're in an area with it seems that we're retracing, right? We hit this area back here. Seeing a lot of indecision, right? About similar wick lengths to the top and the bottom of this candle that just started today, a couple hours ago, 6 hours ago. So keep an eye out for it, right? Yeah, keep keep an eye out for this. And or 4 hours ago. Is it 4 hours ago? Yeah, maybe. Keep on checking this out, man. This might do a U-turn sorta and try to pump. We might still go a little bit farther down. We might negate this divergence, but we still create this divergence. Maybe create a nice red bar, smaller than our previous one though, creating a real anchor point for divergence, and then we might see this actually dump, right? So yeah, sorry, pump, which is what we're waiting for, right? That divergence to develop. Also on the larger scale, we want this to come down a little bit more, create that new negative momentum island lower than this for us to get that pump. Anyway, so let's go into the 1 hour, man. This is from the 4 hours. Sorry guys, I do have this problem with the charts where stuff doesn't stay where it's supposed to. This happens every stream, man. It's just so amazing that every day I have to do this and I can't get them to stay where they're supposed to. There we go, and this one's one. There we go. Cool. So we had divergence yesterday, right? We called it out, price action to the upside, pumped up. Then we developed this hidden bearish divergence. We called it out to potential price action to the downside still. Again, moving down. Actually, by index like an investment in S&P 500, NASDAQ, and things like that. Not a fund. Okay, so you want an exchange or... I'm not sure which you're talking about. There's no like NASDAQ and stuff like that. You have like exchanges where you can go to, right? Like Coinbase, Bitfinex, Poloniex, but that's your entry point. And then the crypto market, it's its own index, I guess. That's what we would call, right? And it's made up of all the other exchanges and assets that are trading within. Okay, cool. Let me check this out, right? Yes. Okay. So what happened from yesterday, right, until this was 6 in the morning today. All right, cool. As you can see, from here to here, we're going lower. From here to here, we're going higher, creating again more hidden bearish divergence, price action to the downside, and this is still playing out, right? So are we worried about this? No. The only thing I am seeing is that from here to here, you're going much lower in your price, and from here to let's see, wait, give me a second, let me play another playlist. There we go. Play this one. I'm not sure if we play this. There we go. And then from here to here, right, and I'll adjust that one to there, and from here to here, we are creating strong bullish divergence. So again, we might see a pump short term, right? That's what this is indicating. Now, a movement to the upside on Bitcoin will see us touching that 20 MA, right? This simple moving average, this 20 previous hours, right? That's the average of the last 20 hours. Because we're on the 20 hour and on the 1 hour scale, right? So if we go to daily, it'll be the last 20 days. If we're in the 4 hours, the last 24 hour periods. 4 hour periods, not 24 hours in general. But I guess you know what I mean. Anyways, probably gonna see that us touching that 20 MA. We might reject it. If we do, again, we're probably gonna end up coming back here to like 7,075 again. If we do manage to get above that 20 MA, we do have that resistance at 7,199 or 7,200. And if we manage to break above that, then we are back in this range, right? Again, that's what I'm seeing for this right now. We did trace a triangle yesterday. We seem to be breaking it down. Again, I do have some wicks that are outside of the triangle, right, that we could adjust for. I do believe I traced this on the 1 hour, so I'm going to go and adjust on the daily. So I'll go back and adjust on the daily. I did leave some wicks out for FOMO. But again, if we make the proper adjustment, you can see that now we have this wick covered and this wick covered as well. It's still making sense as a symmetrical triangle, and it does get us on point for December 25th when anonymous user, one of our watchers, that's his handle, was saying if it was viable that we get to 6,200 Bitcoin by December 25th, and we said yes, it is possible due to a couple of reasons, right? One, you have this triangle structure. Depends on when you break it, you might hit a measure move from the high to the low of the triangle. That's one, right? The other one, we are in a downsloping channel, and the bottom part of that downsloping channel happens to be at 6,150 for by December 25th. So again, a 6,200 is possible, but again, symmetrical triangle does make it likely that we could also break to the upside, and if we do, then we might see price around 8,500. So again, it's a coin flip right now because we have not seen anything else. But again, Bitcoin being bearish around that 20 MA on the daily. Again, let's go back to the 1 hour, right? Sitting sold still at 39.68 on the RSI. Again, we have this divergence, bullish. We might see this pump to the upside. Again, would be a little bit congruent with what we're seeing here, right? This divergence, bullish. Again, we have divergence on the 1 hour, on the 4 hours, and then on the daily, we just don't have it yet. We have not created a new negative momentum island. But again, the 4 hours and the 1 hour are indicating that we might see price action to the upside. I'm not sure how strong it's going to be. I just told you where we might hit, right? The 20 MA, the 7,200, and then all the way up here, right? Or maybe we have some steps that we can hit here that we just created. But again, to the downside, we already talked about, right? The 7,075, and then below that, somewhere down this area, right? We have resistance at 6,800, and then support at 6,800, and then support down here also at 6,517. Awesome, man. Caesar asking, not a fun. I mean, stocks you can invest in the market. So if general market goes up, so does your investment, basically diversifying with the click of a button into the biggest players in the market. I'm not sure, man, that is out there. I haven't seen it. People just buy the crypto that they believe or see it's gonna go up. So I'm not sure whether or not a fund like the one you're mentioning actually exists, right? All right, that's it for Bitcoin, man. Let's move on to Ethereum. On the daily, what is happening with Ethereum on the daily, man? For dominance, Ethereum losing dominance 1.20% yesterday. Right now, losing still dominance 0.16%, sitting at 8.27% of market cap. That's it for this, man. Again, above 8, I'm happy. Ethereum price $141.86. Yeah, man, no problem, Caesar. I would say just buy. Look, crypto is one of those things that you buy the coins. I haven't seen any kind of like agglomerate where you would invest in that, and then you're like diversified into all the coins, right? There might be a tool like that exists. I just haven't seen it, and I usually just track every crypto and invest in a crypto per se, but not on a overall, right? I do like to keep a little bit more control over my investment. Right now, I'm not holding any crypto except for Ripple, which I do have a hodl bag of. And the reason that I'm out is because I just didn't explain it, but I didn't explain it on this stream. Bitcoin is sitting below the 200 simple moving average. I'll do that towards the end of the stream after we do VeChain that you asked for, and you'll see what I'm talking about below the 200 MA. Right, just remind me to look at Bitcoin below the 200 simple moving average. Anyways, Ethereum on the daily, price action to the downside, still no negative momentum yet. Still higher than our previous low. So again, we have not created anything bullish yet that we can chart to. Sitting sold still on the RSI at 33.78. Below that 20 MA with contraction happening on the Bollinger Bands. That's it for this in the daily. There's really not much going on. So let's go into the 4 hours, man. What's happening on the 4 hours? Is this higher? Yes, it is higher. We're also going higher on the price. So again, nothing really weird happening here, right? Unless, no, if you go here, then this is also higher, then you don't have anything. So yeah, nothing going on here on the price. Right now you're breaking down, mainly because Bitcoin is breaking down and Bitcoin is moving the market with it. Again, impulse down, sort of consolidation, weird, impulse down, kind of upsloping consolidation, impulse down. Some weird consolidation happening with indecision happening on this candle today. Yeah. New candle's not open on this. So I'm going to look at this chart because the new candle's not out. Is it this one? Why am I not getting the new candle for Ethereum? It just said 12 here. And it just says December 11. Sorry. No, yeah, I'm right. I got confused. This is the 12th. Yeah, fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. This is my 6 p.m. candle. I got a little confused there. Sorry, guys. Again, what is happening here on the bottom part, right? Oh, man. It's very, very small, but I'm not sure if you can see it. Here going down in price, right? That you can see that one, I'm sure. But this is a negative 0.47. This is a negative 0.46. This is a very slight move to the downside. Less negative momentum. Again, creating strong bullish divergence potential price action to the upside, right? We're seeing that with Bitcoin as well. On the RSI, oversold at 29.54, oversold at 29.95, so also slightly less on this RSI. It just looks very similar, but it's just slightly less. So you have your divergence, strong bullish against two of the oscillators. Again, we might see a sort of U-turn here. We'll see how this keeps on playing out. Again, this could still drop and keep on developing more negative momentum. This island's not done by any means yet. We still got to slowly start to make less negative momentum until we get to zero, and then make positive momentum. And we call this island done. Again, just keep on tracking this. Right now we have it. Again, it's one of those things that a slight move to the downside will negate this, and then you won't have that divergence, right? It's just very, very close. You would have a different kind of bullish divergence. You would have type C, class C, type 3, a weak bullish divergence, but you will still have it here on the RSI. But that's about it. Let's go into the 1 hour, man. On the 1 hour, we had divergence from here to here. Again, that's fine. Do we have divergence? Lower in... slightly lower, so again, no divergence happening, breaking down just on market motion, just because it's following Bitcoin again. Like I said, now we do have that bullish divergence. I'll take it from here to here, man. That's just fine for the example, right? Going to lower low, less negative momentum, much lower on the RSI, so you don't have it against the RSI, just on the histogram, right? The MACD histogram. So again, we might see a pump. We're getting 2 candles green. Again, moving to the upside, we'll see us phase at 20 MA. We here rejected 20 MA. So again, we might go up, touch it, and reject it again. If we reject it, we might come to a new lower low, making a little bit more, a little bit less negative momentum, sorry, and a little bit higher on the RSI, and create that divergence bullish on the RSI and the MACD histogram. That's it for Ethereum, man. Not much I can see here happening. Yeah. Let's go into Ripple. The market is just doing the same, man. Everyone's following Bitcoin. That's the name of the tune on the past few days, right? Bitcoin sets the tune and everyone dances to it. Ripple dominance, losing yesterday 0.54%. Right now, losing still 0.07. Sitting at 5.01% of market cap. Again, above 5, I'm happy with Ripple. Again, the more the better, but again, it's just 5 is enough for it right now, given the market conditions, right? Where's Ripple at, man? Again, rejecting that 20 MA 1, 2, 3 times in a row. Contraction on the Bollinger Bands. Usually you get violent moves with these contractions. We might get a move to the I'm not going to say the downside. I do want it to go downside. I do want to come and touch this line I have here. And if you follow me, you know why. That means we create divergence again. And we might create it also against here on the RSI and have a much stronger divergence. And then we might see a very nice pump on Ripple, right? That's the only reason that I want this price to go down here and then try to bounce off. Is it going to happen, though? I'm not sure right now. With this contraction of the Bollinger Bands, it might come down here, touch the bottom part of the Bollinger Bands, and bounce to the upside, and then bounce with a lot of strength and really get out of here and maybe touch this 24-cent area. That's also a possibility, but we need to get above that 20 MA and the mid part of this downsloping channel that we're in. So again, yeah, that's it for Ripple right now on this scale. Yeah, so we have this divergence, right? Bearish, price action to the downside, hidden bearish, price action to the downside, still playing out. So let's go into the 4 hours, man, and see what's going on there. On the 4 hours, we had divergence here, bearish, price action to the downside. Here we had some hidden bullish. We talked about potential move to the upside. We did get it. We touched that mid part of the channel. We started to break down afterwards, right? That was this was during the stream. So we're on this bar, touching there and rejecting again. We try to run up again. And in this 4 hours, we just touched that 20 MA and are rejecting it as well, man. The only good thing I can see is that from here to here and from here to here, we are creating bullish divergence. And let's see, 38.29, 37.98. Again, sold on the RSI. You don't have this divergence. You do have it here, though. Might get potential price action to the upside on Ripple on the 4 hours. Yeah, that's it for this, man. I'm going to move on to the 1 hour on Ripple. What is happening with Ripple on the 1 hour, man? Let's see. We have something. No, lower, less. That's fine. High, lower, less positive momentum. That is also fine. Moving down again. From here to here, lower, lower, lower. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't really have divergence on Ripple on the 1 hour. You know how the other ones had that divergence that would see us pump on the 1 hour? Bitcoin and Ethereum? Ripple doesn't have it. Right? Look at this island. It's down here, right? We're lower. Even lower, more negative momentum. Also lower on the RSI slightly. So again, just going with the market, man. Not much going on with Ripple. Again, moving to the downside. We were talking about this a while back, so I'm not surprised to see this. Like I said, man, I'm expecting Ripple to really come and touch this downsloping line, right? That's what I'm expecting Ripple to do. Again, like you guys know, I love Ripple, but it is the reality, man. Right now, it's indicating that price might go down. So I'm not going to call anything else here on Ripple. Nothing else I can see on the 1 hour. I'm going to move on to Litecoin. Litecoin dominance on the daily. What is happening with the Litecoin, man? Price action to downside. Losing market dominance yesterday, 0.56%. Right now, losing dominance still 0.10%, sitting at 1.48% of market cap. Litecoin, $43.31. I'm not sure if I called Ripple. Ripple's at 21. Yeah, I didn't call Ripple. 21,902. That's where it's sitting at. Okay, cool. If you remember this, we had this hidden divergence, bearish price action, price continuation, of course, downsloping because we're in a downtrend. Contraction of the Bollinger Bands sitting below 28. Nothing else happening here. Sitting sold on the RSI at 31.78. Let's go into the 4 hours, man. Thank you guys for being here. Also, by the way, I know it's a Wednesday night. For me, it's a Wednesday night. Depending on where you're watching us from, it might be a Wednesday or Thursday morning for you guys. Caesar, I'm not sure where you're watching us from, brother. Do let me know in the chat if you want to know. If you want to let us know where you're from. We do have a international audience, which is really interesting. I do like that, man. That's really cool. Awesome, man. So let's look at this on the 4 hours, man. This is from the 1 hour. I can tell because it's traced to a wick, and I have stuff that makes no sense out here floating, right? So you might say, why is that line floating there? It's because it belongs to the 1 hour chart. That's why it's floating there. It doesn't mean anything on this 4 hours. Anyways, we had divergence, man. This is also from the 1 hour. Why is the stuff from the 1 hour coming back here, man? I already changed this the other day. All right, nice, man. What do we have going on? Well, we were around here yesterday, here, right, going higher still. Right now, we went down even more. So now we have this that we can confirm, right? Here, that's one, and from here to here, that's another one. We would be going down from here to here, and then from here to here, creating divergence again, bullish. And let's see if we have it playing out on the RSI, right? That's where we want to check it. So on the RSI, 33.23, 33.08, so lower, right? So again, no divergence here. 33.19, 23, 33, 32. Very, very slightly divergence there. Again, bullish divergence on this last drop. Is it nice? Yes, man. We get exhausted of these moves, right? You break down, you create negative momentum, you break farther down, that's fine, you make more negative momentum, but afterwards, you start getting exhausted, create less negative momentum. That's when you create bullish divergence that might move up, right? Germany, awesome, man. Do I actively trade or hold Ripple? Right now, I'm hodling Ripple. I'm not trading anything else because the market is bearish. And I haven't found an opportunity to actually put money in where I can see that I'm going to make a nice profit on, right? Everything is just small swings. It'll be scalping. I don't have time during the day to do scalps right now. It's just, you have to hawk the market, right? To take really, really quick positions and then sell them off. And right now I'm not going to do that. The other question that you have, did I start with investing in stocks? Yes, I dabbled a little bit with crypto first, actually. I did have a portfolio of stocks. It was managed by someone else. I did manage some also. So I had like both, right? I had like a firm. I was putting money in. But I also was doing my own trading, yes. Where did I gain my knowledge? Well, from trading and experience. And I used to be a junior trader for Glencore, and a head trader for Microrich Investments in Mexico. Different kind of trading though, physical commodities, settled, etc. Delivered against LME. So I have done trading before in the past, and I guess that's right. Anonymous, how's it going, man? Yeah, yesterday, glitch from last night. Yeah, dude, I got a blue screen. The computer crashed, and then I came back on and to continue where we left off. But then I just couldn't pick up the people again, so I just 4 people watching. And then I just talked for a little bit, finished what we left off, and then, that was it. I called it a night. But yeah, it was a really bad glitch. So Caesar, yes, I do have knowledge in trading. I have worked for trading companies. I've been a head trader for Microrich Investments in Mexico and a junior trader for Glencore. I was with Glencore for about 6 years and with Microrich Investments for about 1.5 years. Then I went to banks. I went to actually a financial institution and worked there for about 1.5 years. And right now I do business development management. So yeah, that's my track record. So yeah, awesome. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Right with Litecoin, moving down still. Again, you asked me yesterday, Anonymous, if it was a good time to buy. I think it was Link, and I told you that we haven't bottomed yet, and I think the price has been moving down today. So again, okay, cool. So we have this going on, right? Divergence. We might see a price action to the upside on the 4 hours. Let's go into the 1 hour. What? This stuff from the 4 hours is not staying here. Sorry, guys. Let me make sure this stays here so it doesn't come to the 1 hour and hunt us there. For some reason, maybe after I chart it, but even so, when I chart it and plays it, then it does draw them on the 4 hours, and they stay there. But when I log in again, it undoes this, so it's just a little bit annoying, actually. So let's go into the 1 hour. And for me, Caesar, also my philosophy is keep it simple. That's how we do it here. I keep it simple so you guys can do it as well. And trading can be as complicated as you want to or as simple as you want to, right? If you find on simple indicators the signs you're looking for, that's fine. But if you want to go and hunt for a bullish sign on a bear market, you're probably going to find an indicator that's going to give it to you. Is it going to be the right call? Maybe not. So again, for me, simple works, right? So I keep it very simple in the stream. You guys can learn it. It's easy to follow. The calls we made are usually right most of the time. And there's other guys that follow this stream that can tell you that the calls are usually spot on. Some stuff that we called out has been spot on. I usually won't give you targets, exact target prices. I'll give you areas, right? Like a movement to the upside hitting that 20 MA, a movement to the downside probably hitting the bottom of the Bollinger Bands if you break below it, etc. We'll talk about that, right? So you'll know where it will go, up or down. But I'm not gonna give you predictions on this channel. I'm not gonna give you actual targets. But again, I'll tell you what I believe is gonna happen, and then where the price could go, and then you make your own decision, right? That's fine. You guys decide what you're willing to do, because I cannot measure your appetite for risk, right? I can measure what appetite for risk I have, but not yours. So again, I won't make calls for you guys. You make your own calls. I'll just tell you what I believe might happen. And okay, cool. Now that we got that small disclaimer out of the way, what's happening here, man? We're going slightly lower, right? Even here, slightly lower. Here going in again, creating that bullish divergence, right? I'll take it to this one. And we also have it on the RSI, right? Ripple is the only one that doesn't have this divergence developing, right? We talked about that. We have this divergence, potential price action to the upside. We're seeing this reversal. Again, this negative momentum island is not done yet. You can still create more negative bars, right? You can have this white, like we did here, and then this red. This will happen again, like it could happen here, right? Unless we just go back to zero, right? And then we carry positive momentum. That's why we keep on tracking them when we're live. When we're live, we usually are talking about what's happening right now. Stuff keeps on developing when we're off the air, and I tell you, so you can keep on tracking. This could still go down here. This could still come somewhere around here, right, with a new negative momentum and still create that bullish divergence that we're looking for the pump. But it will probably happen when I'm off the air. So again, I'll tell you guys so you can keep on doing it when I'm not here. So I just give you the guidelines, right, more or less. That's how this works. Let's go into Binance, man. Nothing else after that divergence. That's the shortest term. The only thing why we kept on moving down, right? You see this green bar? It's at 0.06. You'll see the number right there. 0.06. This is 0.06 still. So again, you're going higher, or a little bit higher, I believe. No, actually, you're going lower, man. Is it lower or is it higher? No, it's lower. Ignore that, man. I was going to call divergence, but it's not. I just noticed that it's slightly lower than this. I believed it was higher, but it's not. So let's go into Binance, man. That's it. Binance on the daily, man. What's happening with dominance? Yesterday, getting very little dominance, 0.08%. Right now, moving down, 0.79%. Seeing at 1.21% of market cap. Again, I don't really care much for the dominance of Binance and Litecoin. I just mentioned it because I mentioned the ones for Ripple, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, so it makes sense that I mentioned them. Again, like I said, having dominance is not directly correlated to price action, right? You can gain dominance because people are taking their money out of Bitcoin, but does not necessarily mean anyone's trading your coins, so the price doesn't necessarily need to go up or down, right? Again, just remember that. That's why I don't do analysis for dominance. Not that I don't like it, it's just, for me, it's useless. Anyways, you're going lower, right? Creating that hidden bearish divergence. Price action to the downside, still moving down, man. Sitting at $14.54. Sold on the RSI at 32.58 on the 4 hours. That's it, man. That's it for this in the daily. I'm not going to keep on talking about this. So let's go into the 4 hours. There's nothing else that has developed. We were doing this flag up, right? We talked about this the other day, man. You impulse down, you make this upsloping flag, you end up breaking down, right? That's like a bear pull, bear flag, right? That's what we're doing here. Again, this from the 1 hours. This from the 1 hour candle, so you should go there. You should also go there. Is that your divergence from that? Awesome, man. No, what's happening here, right? Shorter term. We want to know that, right? So we're going lower. Same thing that's happening with the whole market, right? We're going to a less negative momentum. And also on the RSI, you would have it. I just noticed to here to here. And you have this divergence developing, hitting oversold on the RSI, 29.89. So again, potential price action to the upside, right? We do have this. This is similar on all the charts, right? We have this large-ish body with long wicks to both sides that are more or less equal length, right? This is slightly longer on Binance, but again, not just Binance that has this. Everyone is showing the same pattern. That's it for this, man. We kind of touched the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, bounced back into this channel. Again, I'm not sure whether or not we have finished running down. Again, we could create more negative momentum, go lower still, and still make lower, right? So again, this can keep on developing. Just watch out for it. Let's go into the 1 hour. This from the 4 hours again. There we go. You go back to your time scale also. Actually, we wish it could be like Gandalf and banish all this stuff to their own time frames, man, and not have them mix between realities. Cool. Now we're back on this chart, and this is where we want to be. Why? Because we're going to a lower low. We're going to a less negative momentum, and also we're making higher RSI, creating bullish divergence, strong price action to the upside. We're seeing it play out again. A movement to the upside might see us test that 20 MA again. We have been weak around it. This candle just closed on it, or opened right on it. We try to pump and then reverse, right? The bears really exercising a lot of pressure on the market, bringing the price down. That's it for this, man. That's all we have going on. Reason why we broke down, right? You might wonder why this moved down. Well, this went higher and you went lower on your MACD histogram. So you created bearish divergence, strong price action to the downside. Again, if you follow this show, you know how to identify this, right? I'm not sure if we already played this one, but yeah, we'll go with this playlist, I guess. So I'll just make sure this stuff that I just traced stays here on the 1 hour for tomorrow, so we don't have to do this again. You know, tango with the timescales. And if tomorrow everything appears on the 4 hours, then we know this is troublesome. 1 hour, there we go, man. That's fine. Great stuff, man. Let's go on to Caesar. You had called for VeChain, so let's go look at VeChain. I know I have a chart for VeChain open. I'm just trying to find it. Just give me 1 second. XVG, BT. There we go. And I know that because we have this nice chart that we have. And why is this stuff not here, man? Am I flipping, man? Do you guys remember that we charted a lot of stuff on B-Chain? It's not here, man. Why is it not here, man? We have charted stuff here on B-Chain, and we called out a lot of stuff, man, and it's not here anymore. That's just annoying, man. It's so freaking weird. I hate this. Why is it not here? Alright, cool, man. Let's redo this. From here to here, creating hidden bullish divergence, price action to continuation, right? So again, up sloping, right? Where it pulls down, I'll get up slope again. Breaking down on market because we don't have any divergence on the top part, right? Low, high, high, lower, high. So positive momentum, less positive momentum. Also, same thing happening with the RSI. We don't have any bearish divergence to indicate this price action to the downside. We did, however, hit a retrace to the 618. Right, we hit that end of the retrace zone, or the major retrace zones, right, where most of the retrace happened between the 382 and the 618, and we just bounced and broke down again. That's it for this on the daily. Now higher low, less negative momentum. Also, is it higher? Yes, very slightly higher. This is 45.37. This is 45.25. We might, if this still goes down a little bit more, create some hidden bearish divergence. Would be interesting for the stream. What would be interesting for the stream? If I have a look at the video with us, it would be dope. Want me to send a link? Yeah, send it through Discord. If you have Discord, the link to Discord is in the description, and you can send me the stuff there, or you can send it to me on Twitter. And I haven't done this in a little bit, so I should do this, man. That's a Twitter. I just send it out on the stream. You'll see it on your screen. You can send me stuff there, and yeah, I'll check it out. I might not look at it on the stream. I have to look at, depending on what you're sending. If it's a video, I won't look at it online while we're live. I'll look at it offline, and then if it's good, I'll put it online when I'm live, and then you know, we'll take it from there, right? But yeah, if you send me a link with other information, that's fine. Yes, Instagram. Yes, sure, man. There we go. Send you the Instagram right now. So what is happening here, man? On the 4 hours on V-Chain. On V-Chain, man. Yeah, it is more like, I'll just call this a flat line, man. It looks very flat to me. And we're going lower. We're creating bullish divergence, type 2, class B, medium. Again, you also have it against the right on the here. There you go. Stay there. We also have it here on the RSI, right? Sitting sold on the RSI at 36.63. Again, that's it for this, man. On this scale, man, we had charted so much stuff before. Again, we had divergence going from here to here. I know I called this out, man. So again, it's just so freaking weird that it's not there anymore. Let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, right, we created divergence. That's what we broke down, right? Going low, higher, positive momentum, less positive momentum. Price action to the downside, we're moving down again. That's fine. Are we creating divergence? Yes, same stuff happening, right? Same lows, right? I'll move this down a little bit. Even this from the 4 hour, it does make sense here. You see this? It's the same low that we're here. Also, we are lower here on the RSI. Again, it does make some sense. Let me undo this. I'll send this to the 4 hours, and I'll trace it here for us to have it just here as well. Because this line is different here. So I'll do this real quick. There we go. And like I said, man, from here to here, right? And here we had divergence. I'm not sure if we called this one out the other day, man. I'm pretty sure we called some stuff out here, right? It's just not there anymore. This stuff keeps on disappearing from my charts. It just makes it so a little bit annoying, to be honest. So I have to remember everything we did before and then try to recreate it. So then we would have this divergence again, potential price action to the upside. We're getting it, but we're being too weak. So I'm not 100% there on VeChain right now. I do like it. I did post on Twitter that I might get into it. I'm not sure if this is the best area of value yet for this, right? Let's go on to okay, cool. So I just finished the main part of the stream, right? So I'm open for requests. If you guys want to look at other coins, stocks, charts, whatever, throw or put them up on this screen, and we'll look at them. Anonymous, if you're still with us, I think we're doing Link, right? When the stream crashed. So I'll go back to Link so we can finish it for you today. And we'll see where we go from there, right? Daily. So yesterday, this candle was developing, right? When we were on the stream, it just started a couple minutes, a couple hours when we were doing the stream, so it wasn't very mature. And we're calling this divergence, right? We said we have hidden bearish divergence, potential price action to the downside. Yeah, I just got the link, man. Thanks. All right, cool. Yeah, I just saw it. It just popped up on my cell phone. I won't look at it online though. I will look at it offline, and I might check it out tomorrow on the stream if it's a good video. I don't have a problem putting it there, but we'll check it out, right? Usually if it's a video, I don't like to put it online because I don't know what it contains, so I need to like make sure everything's appropriate, etc. You know. So awesome, man. We do have this going on, right? We talked about this divergence, right? Hidden bearish, potential price action to the downside. We're moving down again. Yeah, we were expecting this to happen. Again, sitting neutral on the RSI at 40.64. On the 4 hours, man, what is happening on the 4 hours? We had divergence as well, right? We called it out yesterday. We were this time frame when we were doing the stream. This was developing, right? When we finished, we probably were around here starting this candle. But again, we called this divergence strong bearish price action to the downside. So again, moving down. The only thing I can see here, or would be of immediate, would be worth to point out immediately. This is zero, right? It's very close to zero. You're going here, and we're going here, here and here. Well-established company, they won't say anything. Okay, cool, man. Still, man, when I much rather check it offline and then I'll bring it online, right? That's how we'll do it. I have no problem putting it online tomorrow if it's fine. Sorry, I'm not on tomorrow, guys. Fudge, I forgot. Remember, tomorrow's my my office's Christmas party, so I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, guys. Friday is my wife's birthday, so I'm not gonna be here on Friday either. And Saturday, I was gonna go out of town. I'm not gonna go out of town anymore. So Saturday, we do have a stream. So tomorrow and Friday, I'm not here, man. So sorry about that, guys. I'll try to post updates on Twitter maybe if I'm available to do it. But again, I usually don't like to do TA when I'm past a couple of like drinks. It's not safe, right? Like don't trade and drink, right? It's like don't drink and drive. Yeah, don't drink and trade, man. You end up getting wrecked. So I'm not gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna be at the Christmas party, so I'm not gonna be able to do a lot of stuff. Anyways, we are creating this right now, which would be hidden bullish, right? Again, we might see some stagnation around this area, and maybe we try to find a new way to retrace where we might retest this 20 MA, and depending on what happens when we retest, we might either drop down again or go higher. This is still developing though, just keep it in mind, and as it keeps on developing, you can still go lower, right? And so long as you're above this price, right, 2101, sorry, 2.01, you're gonna be good. You're gonna create that divergence that might see you pump to the upside, right? Again, this will undevelop while we're off the air. Just keep it in mind for the 4 hours. Link on the 1 hour, man. We're doing this. This from the 4 hours. So again, I'll send that back there. I guess it's from the 4 hours, man. I'm not even sure it's from the daily. Let me make sure I'm not removing stuff from the daily, man. What is from the daily? I'll make sure it stays on the daily. Yeah, I'll get rid of this. This is from the daily though. I just have it at the 1 hour mark, so I might have traced it on the 1 hour. It does make sense on the daily as well, so I'll just leave it here, man. I'll go back to the 1 hour. I don't have those lines now. Awesome, man. That's fine. Cool. That was from the daily. So we were here yesterday doing the stream, right? 20 hours, 21 hours. We're just moving this down again. Look, man, see why the 20 MA is important, right? Look, we hit it here, we bounced off, rejected. We try to go higher, bears pushing back. We try to go down again, bouncing and sitting at that 20 MA. Again, next hour, trying to pump up again. The next hour undoing, but still closing at the 20 MA until we finally broke down. Try to retest, get higher, and then we just broke down. Why did we break down? Well, that's a good question, man. We don't have any technicals for this breakdown to continue, except that the whole market is moving down, and that is why this kept on moving down. Now, shorter term, this will be negative 0.1064, negative 0.11. So again, slightly more negative momentum, lower on the RSI still. Sold at 35.33. So I mean, right now, I wouldn't get back in this yet. I mean, Bitcoin does have some divergence. Have fun and happy hunting. Cheers. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be fun tomorrow, man. Can't get too smashed though. Friday, it's still a work day, and so yeah, man. Right now, I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that we're gonna bounce up, right? 106.111, so even lower. But again, if Bitcoin bounces, this will probably bounce with it, right? That's what we're banking on, and that's what we're really believing that might happen. So again, yeah. Earlier on, Sheepish Buffalo was here with us. I'm not sure, Sheepish Buffalo, if you're still with us, do say hi, man. I haven't heard from you in a little bit in the chat. I do hope that you are having fun in watching the stream, guys. So, yeah, if you have any coins that you want me to look at, do let me know in the chat so we can check them out. And, yeah. I'm open for requests, man. Stocks or whatever, man. Really not much going on here. Nothing else, right? See, yesterday, man, you would have gone in here. Maybe here. I think we were trading around here. 225. You would have gone down all the way to 08, man. I'm glad you didn't. I'm not sure if you took this position or not. We had those indicators in 3 other time frames, right? So again, I'm happy. If you didn't take it, that's fine, bro. I hope you save a little bit of money so you can buy a little bit more link, right? Again, not 100% sure this is done yet. So we haven't created any bullish divergence here. So yeah, keep an eye out for stuff like that, right? That's usually what indicates where the market is going to move. So I'll put on another playlist. Come on, guys. Something. Something else you want to look at, man. There has to be something else. Otherwise, we'll call it a stream for tonight. It is 10:13 p.m. We're still right on time for the stream. So, new candle developing. Let's go look at Bitcoin and see how this new candle is developing right now. Opening red, right? Indecision going on with this new candle that opened like 15 minutes ago. So again, how do you know it's indecision? Well, you have a very small body with wicks on both sides, right? It looks like a spinning top. It's almost like a spinning top. But again, see how I'm saying this is bearish? Not the strongest looking yet. And even though we have this divergence, it's really not playing out strong for the 1 hour. We should have seen a more violent move. Now, what this is looking like, it's a little bit like, I'm not sure if I should call it upsloping yet. There may be a triangle, right? It could be something like this that we're developing. Like a small pennant. And then we could run down again, and I'm not sure yet. We do have this divergence, like I said. That's it. Last thing I have. It's really not looking like it's gonna pump right now strongly. And we already talked about it, right? If we pump to the upside, hit that 20 MA, then 7,200. If we don't, and we reject those, we're looking at 7,075. So again, that's it for this, man. So I guess there's no more requests on the chat. I'm gonna call it a stream for tonight, guys. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified. Oh, there is a Anonymous came out with something. Observation: a must, as most follow Bitcoin, Tezos seems to be its own. Let's see Tezos, man. Yeah, sure. Let's go look at Tezos. XTZ. Observe. Why am I looking for Tezos? I already have charts for Tezos open. Man, I was about to sign off there. Saved by a saved by the bell, man. Let's check this out. Tezos. What was happening with Tezos? We had divergence, right? Price action downside. We got it to play out. It was nice. Now we're going higher with more. Right, I'm looking at the 1 hour right now, right? Creating divergence, right? Bearish. Not so much on the RSI. On the RSI, you're fine. So in price action to the downside, you're seeing that play out. Yes, it does seem that this it's doing its own thing, right? You're going here to here, right? Slightly higher. I think this is negative. Yeah, this here is negative. So I'm gonna go from here to here, creating hidden bullish divergence. And you would also seem to have it here. Yes. Apparently you do have it here as well. All right. There we go. So you're creating do we though? Let me just confirm this one. 50.96, 50.52, slightly lower. Yes, we do have it. There we go. So you have divergence, right? Hidden, bullish, price continuation. We're in an uptrend. Obviously, this opening up. This new candle is sitting here, and this other candle I can't see. There should be a candle here on the 22-hour mark. It is not there. So I'm gonna look for another Tezos chart. We might have another Tezos chart open. Yes, we do. This one. Okay, cool. See how that divergence is playing out? From negative to a positive. Sorry, a little more negative, but going higher, right, on that price. And you don't have it on this one. So again, here on the RSI, you don't have it. But again, you broke down on this divergence. But to answer your question, yes, it does seem that Tezos is doing its own thing, man. Hey, Benny, how's it going, man? What a crappy day in crypto. Why? Not that bad. It does seem, yeah, to be a little bit more independent of what Bitcoin is doing, though, Anonymous. Thank you for being here, Benny. Much appreciated, brother. Yeah, so why is it... I'll look at Adam, Anonymous. Why is it a crappy day, Benny? Do let me know. Adam, I do believe we had open Adam before. Let's see. Open Adam. Adam, here we go. We had Adam open. Awesome, man. I think the last time we checked Adam was around December the 2nd, man. We haven't seen Adam since. Let's go see what happened with Adam. Lower, lower, low. Okay, higher than our previous. Yes, man. Okay, cool. From here, from here to here, creating divergence, right? Hidden bearish on both of the oscillators, actually. All right. Cool, cool. Let's see here, man. Low, lower, low. Less negative momentum. Yeah, it's fine also. So right here, bullish, right? Giving the flow for the market. Just 1 second. I haven't seen this token in a while. 37.95, 38, slightly higher, man. Yes, also. App coins been going down. Yeah, a lot of coins went down, man. We actually talked about this happening with market. Dude, this looks like a head and shoulders. However, it seems that we exceeded the measure move of the head. I'll talk about that in a second once I get there. Very cool. So this is all going up. It's all going down. Right, you can see that. And you're also going down on this second part, right? On the second leg. Right, this second part here. So I'll trace it by parts so we can have it properly mapped. Right, from here going higher. From here going lower. And then we have that. Awesome. Then you went much higher still. And still lower than this previous one. And this is all one island. Remember, we can take from one island to the next, and that's fine. And then you went like from here to here, right? Just, moving out of the way so you can see it. And you wouldn't have it. Yes, you would also have it here, man. There we go. This one's even from here, man. You didn't have to go that far. Even from here to here, we do have that divergence, right? And let's see here. Okay, cool. Then we had this stuff happen, right? Low, lower low, less negative momentum, and higher on the RSI as well, right? So this divergence pumping us up. That's fine. Why was I saying it looks like a head and shoulder though? Because to me it does. This is one shoulder here. This would be another shoulder. Right, it is within that range where it's acceptable, and then this would be the head. Oh, fuck, I don't want to do that. There we go. This would be the head. Alright, so we will trace a neckline from here to here. Alright, there's the other part of the shoulder. And what is our lowest point on the head? This one. Okay, cool. So from here to here, I'll trace a line. And then going like this. See why I said it looks like a head and shoulder? We even hit that part, man. This is 3.90, the highest. And the highest this one went was 3.92. So almost hit that spot on. That's why I say it looks like a head and shoulders, right? I was sure. I believed we're not gonna hit it because when I was first looking at it, I believed this was the part of the neckline that was gonna anchor to. But I realized the neck is actually here because this other shoulder would be this part here. So again, nice head and shoulders developed. Nice move to the upside. So yeah, it's nice. Yeah, that's it for Atom, bro. Right now you're going higher, more positive momentum, right? Higher on the RSI. You're not really creating any kind of divergence, at least immediately within this island. You would be creating from here to here, though, right? So let me play this out because this might be the play here, right? The much longer one, going from here to high again. So you're creating hidden bearish divergence here, so you might break down. You're seeing this candle open low. So again, this positive momentum is still not done. It still has a while to go before we actually neutralize it. But again, potential price action to the downside on that. Let's go into the 4 hour real quick. Let's make sure this same story is not repeating itself. No, slightly higher, and also slightly higher. So here you don't have that divergence. And let's go into the daily now. On the daily, I just have all the small stuff here. Ignore it. It's making it really hard to see stuff. I have to send it. Make sure it's not on the daily, and that's fine. So long as it's not on the daily, I'm okay with it right now. There we go. I just want to look at this. High, lower, high. More. No, so we don't have any other divergence, right? On everything's playing out on the 1 hour. That's it for Atom, man. App coins. Sure, man. We'll look at app coins. The whole market wasn't going to move down, man. Everyone had divergence, right? Starting with Bitcoin. We talked about that yesterday. Price action to downside. We're creating some divergence here. Price action to downside. We're getting it. It's being weak. So I'm not so sure this pump is going to be strong right now. This strong bullish divergence. But we did have this divergence, and we called it out yesterday. We called it out today, though, also. And we were talking about breaking to the downside. We had divergence from here to here. Line is right there. It's hard to see because it's congruent with the 20 MA. So we're talking about prices to the downside, right? This developed at 6 in the morning, so this one we just traded today. So yesterday we were talking about movements to the downside. So let's check app coins, man. App coins $2 by TradingView on Binance. Let's check this out. All right, yeah. Cool. We might be able to see this right off the bat. Let's see. Zooming in to so you can see it better. Right, lower price, less negative momentum, and higher on the RSI as well. Even though you hit over sold, higher things sold right now at 36.65. So again, your price action, it's likely to go to the upside. But again, Bitcoin is being bearish, so I'm not sure how strong this impulse is going to play out. Right, high, more positive momentum. That's fine here. Previous island would be this one. The reason why you broke down from here is the same reason why you broke down with Bitcoin and everyone else, right? Creating hidden bearish divergence, right? Here you have bullish divergence, strong, right? Not playing out too strong at all. And this is hidden bearish, price continuation, downtrend, moving down, being weak around that 20 MA. That's where you broke down again. yeah, that's it for this, man. On the 1 hour, let's go into the 4 hours real quick, see if we can see anything else. I'm just wondering, why is this one, though? See, this one does say 1 hour and 1 hour. This one stays fine. We had divergence, where, right? We called it out. Price action to the downside. It's been playing on since. Now, on the 4 hours, we do have this as well, right? Going lower. Less on the on this native momentum island, and also 31.75, 31.86. Yes, slightly higher also here on the RSI. Again, creating a strong bullish divergence, potential price action to the upside. This is as strong as it's playing out right now on this 4 hour candle. And let's look at this, man. Here, higher low, less negative momentum. That is fine. Low, more negative momentum. That's fine as well. Yeah. Don't have anything on the daily that I can call for this, man. Except that we're within this falling wedge, sorta, right? I just traced it from the beginning, right? This is this part of the falling wedge that I just called. This is your main resistance that you've had, right? You started high. You've been going down since with nice touch points, right? So that's why we know it's a valid resistance. And you haven't been able to break out of that. So this trend for this, man, is just this line. It's going down to like, by March 31st, at least 0.014. But again, that pump is really not looking like it's going to come in soonish or strong, because we don't have it here on the RSI. Now this, for this to develop that, you need to go below this, or at least here, and then anchor somewhere there, and maybe anchor to maybe somewhere around there. And then you could have divergence and you might pump. Right, that's what should happen for altcoins, for it to pump. Getting rid of this because we're not calling out exact that plays, but again, that's the play for this. Awesome, guys. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. If there's any other coins, do put them up on the chat. Otherwise, that's gonna be a stream for today, guys. I'm happy with the channel results we've been getting, man. We had like very nice growth this past couple days. Again, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for liking, for commenting, for being here, man. You guys make it worthwhile being here. Remember, no stream tomorrow, no stream on Friday. Company Christmas party tomorrow, wife's birthday on Friday, so I can't be here. Not that I don't want to, I just it's gonna be impossible for me to be here. Now, we are sitting at 173 subs, bro. That is amazing. Well, you know how much we've grown in the past 28 days? Like 28 people. It's like 1 sub a day, man. That is so cool, man. We stagnated around 140 for the longest time. And you guys are so awesome, man. Thanks for all the support, for all the reshares, for all the retweets, for the shout-outs. You know, all that, man. Bringing awareness to the channel. I'm so humbled by it, man. Thanks so much, bro. Everyone that helps out with whatever little they can. That is so amazing, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, man, I guess that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Again, there's no coins being put up on the chat. Thank you for watching. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. I'm Martin. I'm your host, anchor, analyst. I'm here every day at 9 p.m. except these new 2 coming days. And then for Christmas, I also for Christmas there will be a stream. Times will change though. I do have to figure out how I'm gonna fit it into my schedule. I have kids. I have also to be with them. You know, it's family time. There will be a stream. I'm just not sure what times. But guys, thanks for being here. Again, I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Esta Navidad está llena de sorpresas en Sam's Club.